Every 1,000 years, the gods held a tournament in the celestial arena. They de-summoned a champion from the mortal realm, who would fight a celestial beast, and if they won, they could have a single wish granted. But most of the time, these champions didn't stand a chance against the beasts the gods sent. And so it had been for 24 previous tournaments until one girl named Mira stepped into the arena. She was only there to save her little sister. She wasn't interested in glory or honor. All she wanted was to be able to heal her sister with every herb and every prayer having failed. Mira had prayed to every god for help, but only the most merciless one had answered. "Win the celestial tournament, and I will grant you a wish," the god had said. So that's what she was doing. But even as she stood in the center of the celestial arena, its vastness making her feel like an ant, she understood that this was likely a suicide mission. The celestial beasts the gods summoned were incredibly powerful. If she was lucky, maybe she could defeat the first one, but then she'd have to face the second, then the third. And there were no rules to this tournament. She could be challenged as many times as the gods saw fit, and each new opponent was stronger than the last. And yet as the first celestial lion approached her, bearing its razor-sharp teeth and claws, she found herself strangely calm. It was clear to her now why the gods had chosen her. When the lion lunged, she easily dodged out of the way. With a flick of her wrist, she pointed at the beast and starlight flowed from her fingertips. Before she knew it, she was covered in wounds. How? She didn't know. She'd never seen anything like it before. But as more lions attacked, she grew more confident. She learned how to channel the starlight within her, how to weave it into weapons and shields, and when the lions neared her, she'd strike them down. For the first time in history, Mira was not only surviving in the celestial arena, she was thriving. She was defeating every celestial beast the gods sent her way. It took less than an hour for her to reach the 5th round, then the 6th. With each victory, the cheers of the crowd grew louder. By the time she reached the 10th round, her name was being sung across the heavens. Now the gods were really putting her to the test. In the 11th round, 2 celestial dragons attacked her. Then 4, then 6. At some point, there were 10 of them circling around her, breathing fire. She fought bravely, but the dragons were relentless. She began to tire. Yet just as she was about to lose hope, she remembered her wish. It gave her strength. She could do this. She wouldn't let her sister die. And summoning every ounce of power she possessed, she unleashed a barrage of starlight. She felt every fiber of her being, every muscle, every nerve ending, scream in pain as she pushed herself beyond her limits. But when the dust settled and the smoke cleared, she stood there, panting heavily, while the dragons lay defeated around her. The crowd erupted in cheers. Even the gods in their celestial seats were impressed. They'd never seen anyone get this far. This human was truly special. The wish was hers. She could ask for anything she wanted. Power, glory, immortality, anything. When Mira finally caught her breath, she turned to the god and spoke, not with arrogance or pride, but with humility. "Grant my wish, O God, and let my sister live." The god nodded. "Very well. So, be Italiano." And as he waved his hand, the wish was granted. Starlight swirled around Mira, and she felt it enter her body. She could feel her injuries healing instantly. But that wasn't all. Something was different now. She could feel the starlight flowing through her veins, giving her incredible power. She looked up at the god. "Thank you. Ho." And then she heard the roar of the crowd. That's when she realized she wasn't just any ordinary healer from a remote village. No, she was the celestial Starweaver, the one who would protect the world from the darkness that threatened to consume it.